office of my buddy Dr. Joseph Bianchi, who is a chiropractor. Hopefully it won't be a long wait. Thank you. Oh, sorry. He was in a more ghetto building before this one, and thankfully it's not that bad now. I don't remember if it's the second or third floor though, but whatever. We'll go to each one. My back is killing me. It. And it is. My buddy's office. How are you?
Sir. Roll one. I'm Dr. Brian. How you
Hey, I'm meeting Dr. Bianchi.
Oh, okay. He'll be right back. I guess you could have a
Yeah,
seat.
I'm fine.
He'll be right
Thank you. Say hi to my buddy. Waiting for him to come in. Look who it is. It's my buddy Joey.
Like I haven't seen you in like a year.
Come here, man. Give me a hug.
What's up, bro?
How you been, bro?
I'm good.
I try. Gotta make up for the old age.
Hey, bud. How are you? Alright, I'll see you.
Alright, my man. See you in a couple of days. Alright, brother. Take care. Thank you. Joey's a good guy. Feel a little bit better now. I think the difference is, hold on. I think that the difference is, in part because, I should get a magnet here. It works. I think the difference is that, he uses sorry, I'm just amazed at this fucking thing working. He uses an electric thing, and that electric thing breaks up the muscle spasm, and he also adjusts my upper back. Talk to you later. For the missus, this year I think I'm going to get her a North Face jacket in a different color, because last time I got her a jacket was like 10 years ago. Actually, I got her a jacket last year, but it was more of a formal jacket. And she wears it every now and then. But I want to get something that's more like casual wear that she could wear on a daily basis. So I got her one like literally over 10 years ago. So I just bought new glasses. I have to wait for them to arrive. And I would have recorded the experience, but hyper focused on getting it done. So and plus the girl who sold me the glasses wasn't exactly the most, she was friendly, but like, you know, she was like, I said a couple of jokes and she wasn't laughing, so it didn't seem to me like she was the type to appreciate if I was recording either. Oh, my back. So that's why I didn't record. Now I'm on my way back to work. And I forgot I'm supposed to leave early today because I gotta pick up Michael from the bus stop, since Isabella's staying late tonight, or later this afternoon. And that's it. Gotta figure out how to tell my wife that I'm gonna go to Harvard for 3 weeks again in January. Still haven't told her because I'm a little bit nervous about, you know, what she'll say, and I mean, there really is no choice in the matter. I gotta go. And it doesn't really impact her much. I mean, it does, because during those 3 weeks, at nighttime at the very least, she's gonna have to be the one taking care of the kids and, you know, taking care of the tutoring issues that we have right now with especially Isabella. But my goal is to try to identify someone who can help with homework on a consistent basis, so that way it doesn't become an issue for my wife. But yeah, so that's part of what I gotta figure out. I really like the glasses that I picked out. I think they look nice on me, and when I get them, you'll see them. That's it for now. On my way back to the office. I'm not sure if I lost my invention or if I left it home. I actually almost left some very expensive perfume that I bought for your mother. I almost left it in the North Face store. That's the problem with old age. I'm forgetting things a lot easier. You know, like I'll put something down and I'll forget to pick it up. And I don't know if it's old age or just that I'm not paying attention enough, but I know my father used to do this. You know, there were several times in which he would lose. You know, I remember one time he lost like $2,000, money that he was carrying in an envelope, because he was, you know, he used to own a car dealership, and he would buy and sell cars, and he would sometimes carry cash with him. Can I have a magnet here? Let me see if there's anywhere where I can magnet this thing. Nope, doesn't look like it. That would have been cool. Anyway, but yeah, there were a couple of times in which he accidentally left money and lost a lot of money that way, and it happened more than once. And I'm starting to see that happen to me. I used to think that it was because he was irresponsible, you know, because my father doesn't have the best reputation. He used to be a very good businessman, but then he lost all his money and his business because of women, because of pussy, in other words. He basically met this woman called Claudia, who she at the time was my age, maybe 25, 30. This is around the time that I met him, and she was helping him run the business for a while, and she was pretty much siphoning money out to herself in Colombia. She bought herself a house, and he would just spend money unnecessarily, you know, to keep her happy, because he made the mistake of having someone of the opposite sex define his happiness, you know, and that's something that I hope you kids won't do, you know, that you'll learn from his mistake, because you have to find happiness from within, you know. Your mother, she makes me very happy, but my happiness is not contingent exclusively on her, you know, being in my life. You know, I love your mother, and she makes me very happy. But before you can love someone else, you have to be able to first love yourself. Because if you can't do that, then you won't be able to love that other person. And I know it sounds cliche-ish. I know it sounds like a bunch of BS, but it really is true. You know, that's something that I realized in speaking to my therapist. Alright, so as I was saying, speaking to my therapist, something that he helped me realize was that I was talking to my therapist about why it was that my mother was so hypercritical of me, and pretty much what he helped me understand was that oftentimes people who are hypercritical not because of anything that you're doing wrong, but because they're just not, they can't appreciate you, he said, because they're unable to appreciate themselves. And that really stood out to me, because it makes sense. I've always known that my mother had low self-esteem, and that she was, you know, depressed and sad with the outcome of her life. My mother, she, you know, she was very successful financially, retired at a very early age, but, you know, when it came to matters of love, she made some pretty poor decisions. She met my father for, you know, and he wasn't the best husband. And after they divorced, you know, she made what I consider to be a mistake, the mistake of choosing not to get into another relationship, And she did it because, she says, because she was afraid of, you know, of someone, you know, hurting me or harming me or giving me a bad eye. And listen, that risk is definitely real, but at the same time, like, you know, she also kind of caused some harm, because, you know, on the flip side, had she maybe met a guy who was a good husband to her and who was a good father figure, my life could have been dramatically different, you know? I mean, granted, I have a great life, yes, but my great life came with a lot of suffering, a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, you know? So the point is that, going back to the original point, which was that my therapist helped me realize that that's why my mother for quite some time was always so hypercritical. And then at the same time, I'm going to flip the camera so that you don't just look at darkness. At the same time, my mother revealed yesterday that she's actually been seeing a therapist. I don't know for how long, and it looks like it's only been a couple of sessions, but I don't know, she's a little bit different lately, in a positive way. Then again, she usually is like that. Sometimes I wonder if she's bipolar, because one day she'll be like super cool, and then the next day she'll just turn into like the meanest person in the world all of a sudden, you know? So, but I remain hopeful. I remain hopeful that this new positive attitude and way of functioning for her is due to her, you know, maybe going to a therapist, and now all of a sudden seeing things in a different light, etc., etc. So yeah, sorry that I'm talking so much. But anyway, in conclusion, and I forgot how the hell I got to this point. I don't know what I was initially talking about. But the point is, you have to first love yourself before you can truly love someone else. You have to be able to find happiness within yourself. Now, at the same time, don't make the mistake of a lot of women today in my generation, you know, and what they do is they get so hyper-focused on finding happiness in their life and in being independent that they never find someone, because they kind of close themselves off to the rest of the world. You know, they get too busy, you know, thinking about their independence and being proud of being independent. This is your friend Isabella. Answer. So yeah, so don't make the mistake that a lot of women in my generation are making, which is that they get so hyper focused on their independence and being strong women and finding their own happiness on their own, that then they don't look for a mate. So the operative word in almost everything in life, I don't know why this thing beeps, is balance. You have to find balance, right? So you don't want to be so hyper focused on your independence that you don't find another person to fulfill you. But on the flip side, you don't want to be so hyper focused on finding another person that you don't take the time to discover yourself and find happiness as an individual. So it's a question of balance. Never too much of any one thing. Don't forget that. Alright, I leave you on that note, and I'm sure I'll think of other stuff. My wonderful daughter Isabella lost her cell phone in the school bus, and now I tracked it to 170 County Avenue in Secaucus, New Jersey, and I have to go to the police department to ask them to do something about it, although they may not. Very frustrated by the iPad. It is there, 170 County Avenue. Looks like it's in the car, I think, because there was a car parked right there. It's a blue car. I tried to take a picture of it, but I couldn't. So yeah, we'll have to wait. Alright, so I was able to locate the phone using the Find My Phone app that Apple provides, and apparently the bus driver found it and allegedly was going to return it to the office the next day, but I call bullshit, because why would he wait till the next day? Why didn't he, I mean, you know, like if I find something at work, I report it the same day that I find it, you know, and especially if you're a bus driver, I gotta believe that there's like a report that you can fill out at the end of the day and say, oh hey, found this, blah blah blah, etc. why would you wait until the next day to provide information on the phone that you found? So I call bullshit. I think that he found the phone. He was gonna hold on to it, wait until a couple of days go by, and then after that claim it. Alright, so I'm back in the police precinct, and I'm now going to give my gift of thanks of donuts and coffee here at the Secaucus Police. I'd record it, but I don't have the stupid bandana thing that I created, and now I can't find. I don't know where the hell it is. Oh shit. I wish I had it, because this would be a great opportunity to record, but of course I probably lost that. Alright, another life lesson to learn. So, since I had to pick up pills from CVS and stuff, and I was hungry, there's this Chinese restaurant here in Secaucus called Great Wok. It's over there, as you can probably see it. And I've always thought about going in there. You'll notice that next to it, next to the dollar store, there's a place that says Mixed Platter. Alright, so Great Wok over here. I've always thought about stopping by, because I ordered from there one time a long time ago, and it wasn't the best experience. And I'm very, very, very picky when it comes to Chinese food, because Chinese people are not the cleanest people in the world. And I've had very bad experiences with Chinese food. In either event, so I decided to give Great Wok a try, because, you know, I figured if their food was good and if it looked clean, I would add them to my list of delivery places since it's here in town. Walked in, place didn't look that bad, but it wasn't like I'm walking away from here feeling like, oh, this is a super clean place. They had a credit card minimum of $10, but it's the year 2017, about to be the year 2018. It's a frickin' cashless society. You really, like, have a frickin' minimum for credit cards? So my order came out to it $9.25, 75 cents short. Hand the card to the guy. He's like, oh no, $10 minimum. Buy canned Coke. I'm like, no, I don't want to pay more. She's like, no. I was like, well, then I'll just cancel the order. Cancel the order. Left, walked out, went to the place next door, Mixed Falal, or whatever the hell it's called, right? There, same $10 minimum. Yeah, but I explained to the guy, he was like, no problem, no worries, I no charge you surcharge. Very nice guy, Muslim guy from Egypt. And you know what? Got my business. The cheeseburger was pretty good. And just because he was super nice, I'm going to order from that place again on purpose next time I want to do delivery. And on top of that, I put a good review for the Mixed Halal, whatever the place is called, and took a big dump on Great Wok in the reviews, because I just thought it was poor customer service. And it tells me that if you don't care enough about customers, that you're worried about a fucking credit card minimum of $10, even if there's a surcharge, right? Then that means you don't care about customers and keeping your place clean and the quality of your food. The end. I got for my dogs. For a dog. No, you didn't. No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Where's my headband, Annabella?
I don't know.
Where's my invention?
You took it from me. I took it on. 1, 2, 3. Winner! Chicken dinner! Woo!
Winner. Michael, you're gonna hurt your sister, man.
1.
Defiéndete, Bella.
I can't.
No such thing as I can't. Push out.
It's not even fair.
Jiu-jitsu his ass. Let's go. Watch out for his nuts.
I can't breathe.
There you go. You're the bigger one. You got this. Careful, Mike. Careful. Oh, hey. Oh, a little bit too much.
Not too much.
Better. Okay. God, I feel bad for your future husband. All right, okay. All right, that's it. Break it up. Lord, help me. Help me. All right. Bring it up. UFC fight. Oh, crap. No. Break it off.
He's biting me.
What? I told you to stop, Bella. Alright, that's it. No more. My nuts! My nuts! Michael, no! Oh, crap.
Yeah!
Michael, you just punched your sister in the face. Alright, that's it, no more. I told you to stop, Bella. Oh, damn. Oh, God. Oh, no. Alright, that's it, no more. That's it. You go to the other room.
Okay.
She just elbowed me in the nut. Yeah. Get away from me! Get out! What the hell? Fucking demon. No, that's it.